Hello again. My name is Ian from the Philippines, and this is again our third review for the Eurovision Song review. Anyways, so today it is episode 3 and lovingly titled From Ex-USSR with Love, 6 songs, 6 countries from Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belgium, Georgia, Israel, and uh, Russia. Maybe. Tentative. Tentatively Russia. Yeah, so I am not gonna talk about politics with this, but I am going to review the songs purely on their merits, starting with Armenia, with Artsvik and Comply With Me. Now, this is the last song that was presented to us for the contest, and I might say the hype did not live well. Uh, I can see the tribal elements that they want to present. The staging looks like half of last year's, and her dress looks like the logo for Melody Festival. A lot of jokes there coming from the fandom. Um, I don't know, it's a bit messy for my taste, and it's going to be in the first semi-final. So for me, it's a maybe. I think if they can change the staging a bit, it might work, you know. But I've been tripped last year with Love Wave because I really hated it in the studio version, but live it kind of elevated it. So you may not know. Okay, coming next is Azerbaijan with Anja and Skeletons. Now, Azerbaijan is a 100% qualification kind of country, and I think they will not disappoint. I love the song. It's very. I see hints of Kate Bush. I forgot which of her songs was it, but there is a bit of Kate Bush in it. My theory on this is going to be hit. It is going to qualify as per Azerbaijan standards. It is in the first semi-final, but it is the better of the songs from that half of the first semi-final, which is a boring kind of songs. Basically, Montenegro saves that first half, and I think if Montenegro goes first, it's gonna dilute the boringness of the first half of the first semi-final. So yeah, my prediction is gonna qualify. I think it's gonna go top 10. It's Azerbaijan. My only worry is like last year, it's going to have to be the vocals because last year I did like Miracle. The problem is when she was live, she sounded awful, and the dictions and the which is bad. Thank God the backup singer, saved the day for us. And I lost $5 last year because I thought they weren't gonna qualify, and Greece were gonna qualify. Yeah, my luck. Anyways, Belarus, NAVI band, Ivan backwards with Story of My Life. It was originally translated into Belarusian, which I will not do because I am really bad at saying foreign names. So for Belarus, NAVI band, they haven't qualified in 2014 with Belarusian Romantic, but I think it's going to be a hit. Even though it's in the second semi-final, which is the very open one, I think this is a sure qualifier. It's very country. It's very it is not a slot pop ballad that we see, but it is a strong song. I see it being a really danceable song in the final, and with a good staging, and I think if they keep those background things, maybe no dancers, I think Belarus will qualify after 2 years of not qualifying. Next is Georgia with Tako, I think I pronounce the last name, with Keep the Faith. For me, Keep the Faith, it's one of those, power ballads. There's always one James Bond themed ballad for every Eurovision. And um, the background thing with all the headlines of the world is going to end, and Georgia in Russia invades. That's so tough. I'll forget that in a moment. For me, it's a miss. It's a hard miss for me. Keep the faith. I think first half of the first semi-final, there are a lot of ballads there. There are a lot of good ballads. There are a lot of bad ballads. This is one of those meh ballads. I think it's not going to qualify. So yeah, I I keep my money for my matters, and I might lay on it next year. Okay. Next is Israel with our the Imri, sorry, with I Feel Alive. It's a power poppy dance music on the ballad. He was the backup singer last 2014 when your 16-year-old man, whose name I forgot. I don't want to sing it. I'm a golden boy, Tel Aviv. Anyways, it's a very dancey tune. Second semi-final. It depends on the staging, but I think it is a hit. I do like the song. Oops, I'm spelling wrong. It is a hit. It is in the edge of qualification though, because there are a lot of poppy up-tempo songs in the second semi-final. A bit of a flip from first semi-final. What I'm gonna say though, if it has a good staging akin to Golden Boy, and they don't go too over the top with this, I think it's gonna qualify. That's just my guess. And finally, Russia, maybe tentative, TBA. So Russia with Julia Samoylova with Flame is Burning. So let me just do this. When there's always this controversial, everyone hates or everyone likes or everyone has a side Marmite song, I always like to say, remove the artist, that's gone. Remove the country, that's gone. The song is fundamental in winning the Eurovision Song Contest. The problem with the song is just too boring. It's too formulaic. It's too generic for my taste. And it's like the same with the United Kingdom with me. I think they can actually do better. Well, they did do better, but I think they can actually do better with a better song. If they did, and with Julia and her disability, I don't give it much hype or much add to the song, because even if she's a great singer, which I think she's not a good English singer, because I can really hear her accent, and it is very distracting and it doesn't add anything to the song. With regards to Russia, well, politically, right now, as have you known, Russia has been banned from, well, I don't know, they banned, they withdraw. Well, the singer Julia has been banned from the contest. Well, no, not the contest, the country. She can still, Russia can still enter the contest, but not with Julia, because she went to Crimea before 2011, blah 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 blah. Still, it is a miss for me. I'm sorry. Russia can do better. Even if without the Ukraine banning them from the contest, it will be a miss. It will not qualify. I can see it not qualifying for the first time for Russia, because it's a really poor song. I even with her disability, and people would like, ooh, they're saying she's, celebrate diversity and she's disabled. No, song is still fundamental. Like PNK or, sorry, I'm gonna forget her. Poland 2014. The difference, okay. PNK and Poland 2014. I am gonna kill myself. I am forgetting who the singer was, but she was in a wheelchair, the same as Julia. The difference is, I think you, I think 2014 Poland had a better song than 2017 Russia. That's the difference. And with PNK, even though people are riding out and they have special needs, they have, they're singing a punk song because their life is really hard, but it's still fundamentally a punk song that is really not accessible to the whole wide world, and they didn't get the votes and they did not qualify. So I am saying this does not qualify. That is my fundamental thing. The song is not as hard. The song is not as good as I want it to be. And I don't know if she can have a better diction or a better staging. I think it can qualify. It's Russia. Beautiful. Okay, so that ends the rant of Russia that I did. So what do you think? Leave your comments, suggestions, and violent reactions below. Don't forget to use this one, our hashtag ESCPH on Twitter and your social medias. Again, my name is Ian, and I will see you next week for our fourth episode, which is BFS Forever. Well, you'll get it when I say it. So, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Greece, Hungary, Moldova, and Romania. I only like 2 songs there. We'll see. Okay, again, so long, goodbye.